Well, there's a lot of things I can do for them, but I can't prevent this. I don't think this is one of the babies. I am going to get her out of the road and bury her. Apologies for the graphic nature of this one. That's the squirrel nest box up there. I have no idea if this is a resident of the squirrel box. I'm not recognizing any features on this squirrel. Anyway, we're gonna bury him or her underneath the squirrel nest box right there. It's just such a shame. It's such a waste. I have no problems with people hunting squirrels, but you know, when they get hit by cars, it just stinks, you know. All right, well, he's off to the big tree in the sky, or she. Like I said, this is an adult squirrel. This isn't one of the babies from my squirrel boxes, but yeah, we will say goodbye. I am really hoping I'm wrong about what I'm looking at here. Of course, my camera doesn't want to focus on what I'm looking at here. I think this is one of the baby girls from Squirrel Box 3. Now, she's a little big. But I did keep Mama well fed, and Mama kept her well fed. She's fairly gentle. She was barking at me earlier, but she's calmed down. She hasn't eaten anything that I gave her. Caught her in the trap because I've been looking out for the babies since they left Squirrel Box 3, Squirrel Box 4, Squirrel Box 2. I've been looking out for the babies and haven't really caught many of them. This might be the first one. Now, the reason why I think this is a baby from Squirrel Box 3 is her very brown fur around her face. Her face is almost completely brown. And I rarely see squirrels in my neighborhood with that characteristic. And if you go back and look at, I don't know, you can look at any video where I was checking out the babies from Squirrel Box 3, or you can look at the live streams. You'll see one of the female baby squirrels had a very brown face. So I think this is her, but I don't like what I'm seeing. She's got her tail curled up there. Her tail's in really bad shape. Let me see if I can, without disturbing her too much, kind of stretch her tail out and show you what's up with her tail. Okay, so that is her tail sort of unfurled, and about 2 inches away from her butt, it got deferred, or somehow it lost all its fur. Now, the good news is it didn't get unsheathed. If you're familiar with squirrel defensive tactics, when they get attacked and something grabs onto their tail can literally unsheath down to the cartilage in order to let them escape. Problem is, you know, when the cartilage gets exposed, now their tail dies, and they do not grow their tail back. Now, if they just lose some fur in their tail, rather than the actual skin on their tail and musculature and all that, I'm not real sure, but I think maybe they can grow back fur, and I think that's the state her tail is in. Now, why do I bring up her tail and the state of her tail? It worries me because I think she's been attacked. And if she's been attacked, that means that since Mama from Squirrel Box 3 left Squirrel Box 3 and took her babies with her, wherever she went, that nest got attacked in general. And I'm worried about the other 2 baby squirrels. And, you know, this is the problem with trying to help squirrels and building them a box. If they're wild animals and they'll decide on their own whether or not they want to stay in your box, even though you know it's best for them, they think it isn't. So they leave, and they leave to a less secure natural dray, and, you know, they get attacked by something, raccoons, hawks, cats climbing up in the tree. I don't know. I have actually trapped Mama from Squirrel Box 3 actually a couple days ago. The problem with Mama from Squirrel Box 3 is she stinks. She really smells, and she's got a nasty attitude. She always, when I pick up the trap and try to let her go, she's always trying to attack my hands through the trap, and she smells bad. She's not a real pleasant squirrel, but she really did take care of her babies. I got to give her that. She really did, I guess, to put it in a corny way, she loved her babies very much and she took care of them. And I'm pretty sure this is one of them. Like I said, I'm just worried about Mama. Seems to be okay because I trapped her the other day, maybe 2 days ago. But I haven't seen any of the babies really from my backyard from this winter. This is basically the first one, if it's even one of the Squirrel Box 3 babies. This is basically the first one I've seen. So I'm just worried, but you know, like I said, you try to help wild animals and they have their own agenda, they have their own plan, and you can only do what you can do. And hopefully the rest of them are okay. This is just a depressing reinforcement of the pitfalls of caring for little furry animals, especially when they evacuate the less dangerous homes you built for them and go to their more dangerous natural drays. This is clearly a carcass of a small squirrel, probably a baby squirrel, and for all I know, I found it close to my house, not too far from my house, and chances are pretty good that unfortunately this is one of the babies from my backyard who didn't make it after Mama fled one of the nests that I built for them. I intentionally built the nest to be predator proof, but if Mama gets it in her head that, you know, predators are a danger in those nests, there's nothing I can do to prevent them from taking the babies out. It's not legal to keep them caged up, wild animals, and I don't even think I would really want to if I could. I want to give them the options to be wild animals, and unfortunately that comes with situations like this. Another unfortunate burial spot in the backwoods on my property, so we will say goodbye to another little unfortunate victim of some predator.